Have you ever wondered why being around your wife feels more exhausting than running your business? I'm exhausted and frustrated. Have you ever felt that way? In this video, you'll learn why so many highly successful men slowly stop enjoying their wives, what's actually causing the disconnect and the leadership shift that rebuilds friendship, connection, intimacy, and respect in your marriage. Have you ever noticed that you'd rather just stay at the office, take another call, or scroll through your phone rather than spending an evening with your wife? You feel misunderstood many times. You feel criticized. You feel unappreciated. You feel like nobody sees the pressure you are carrying. It's a lot of weight. And because you don't know how to address it productively, you start pulling away. You work longer. You stay busy. You avoid conversations that need to be addressed. Deep down inside, it's bugging you. It's even affecting your business performance. And you become unintentionally unavailable. Not because you don't care, but because you just are exhausted and she's exhausted. Eventually, your wife feels the distance too. Now both of you become, disconnected more than before. And your marriage becomes a place that drains you instead of fueling you as it should. That is the purpose of a marriage, to fuel you as a man and to fuel her. So here's what the most successful husbands do differently. They stop asking, what's wrong with my wife? And they start asking, what resentment am I carrying that I've never addressed to her? That question changes everything, because most relationship problems are not caused by hatred. Not at all. They're caused by unspoken expectations, unspoken disappointments, frustrations, things that were not discussed to avoid problems and big fights. So it never gets resolved, never heals. And that's why I'm here. I want to help navigate through those hard conversations. Have you ever noticed that conversations with your wife feel like another responsibility instead of something you actually enjoy? I want you to grab a piece of paper and I want you to write down, what am I frustrated about? What conversations have I been avoiding? And what expectations do I have that I've never clearly communicated? Not in a heated moment or like an emotional conversation, but what are those expectations? What do I wish my wife understood about me? That relieves so much weight off of you. Most men have never even taken 10 minutes to answer those questions honestly, but that's where clarity starts. If this is resonating with you, I put together a free framework on the 5 steps to rebuild respect, connection, and support in your marriage. It is called Bulletproof Marriage Plan. Grab it now. The link to download it is in the video description below or pinned comment below. I want to share with you the truth most men never really want to hear. Your wife is not the enemy. The problem is not her. The problem is not you either. The problem is the distance that has been formed between you. Do you ever feel like no matter how much you provide, achieve, sacrifice, or even accomplish, it never feels good enough in your marriage? No appreciation, resentment, assumptions of all things, assuming you know her. The conversations that never happen, the issues that just got swept underneath the rug every year that goes undressed, makes a relationship just feel heavier. And it doesn't do anybody any good, not even the kids. And many successful men mistakenly think that, oh, this is just what marriage becomes. Hell no. Who told you that lie? Who were your, sorry, I get fired up a little bit. Who are your marriage mentors? Who are you listening to? Do you want to have that marriage? Is it your parents? Is it the very successful mentor that you listen to all the time? And do you even know what the marriage is like? Probably not. No one knows behind doors. Why listen to that guy? It is a lie. It is not what marriage becomes. That's what neglected marriages become. What you neglect will die. What you focus on grows, positive or negative. Are you focusing on ego more than the goal? more than the vision? Are you focusing on being right? Some sort of form of ego. Have you ever found yourself staying busy because it feels easier than dealing with what's happening in your marriage? The 1%, this is what they do differently. They address problems early with tactical solutions and practical strategies. They ask the questions. They stay curious. They are present. They continue learning their wives all over again. They keep dating their wives. How was it when you guys started dating? They refuse to let resentment accumulate. And most importantly, they never assume they already know everything about the woman they're married. And here's the truth. This is a fact. People that have been married for 15, 20 years, even more, assume that they know their spouse, and they are literally living with a complete stranger. People change whether you see it or not. They change. There is always an opportunity to learn her. And leadership means staying connected through those changes. If this is resonating at all with you, I highly suggest to get the free framework on the 5 steps to rebuild respect, connection, and support in your marriage. It is an exact plan that I use for my private clients, absolutely free to you. Doesn't cost you nothing, just an investment of your time, 5 minutes to implement either tonight, next time you see your wife, whatever the scheduled date night is, or this weekend. It's in the video description below or pinned comment below. Go grab it now. Do you ever feel like you're carrying the entire weight of your family, but somehow your wife still doesn't see everything you do for her? Many highly successful men don't actually dislike their wives. They dislike how the marriage currently feels. It is heavy. And that is a very different problem. You like your wife. Because if that is the real problem, then it can be fixed. The solution isn't finding a different wife. Obviously, that doesn't cross your mind at all. You gotta water what you have now. You gotta water it. You gotta nurture it. Because even if you think about having a different wife, oh my gosh, another baggage to deal with, years of baggage to deal with. And you still got to fix your own issues. And oh God, to me, that's just super draining and exhausting. No, it's not about finding the right one. It's about becoming the right one. And the solution is rebuilding connection with the wife you already have. You fell in love with her for a reason. What were those things? One conversation, one act of appreciation, act of leadership from your part. One intentional moment at a time. Have you ever wondered why you are respected by your clients, employees, and friends, but not by the person you sacrificed the most for? How was it when you guys were dating again? Bring that back again. A great leader knows the leadership traits in the marriage. And again, it starts with appreciation. When was the last time you genuinely told her that you appreciate her, and being specific with it? Yeah, it's great that you appreciate her on her performance, on the actions that she does, but what about her character? I want to challenge you. When was the last time you appreciated her character? Leadership is also your presence. You know, at work, in business, you're willing to give your presence to a client, to a team member, to an employee. What about your wife? She is running the ship with you, is she not? You are leading the ship. She manages it. Is she on board fully? No. If you can rediscover her all over again with appreciation, you're welcome. You're welcome. Now, you are going to have some backlash. You're going to have pushback. Why? Because it's haven't been done in years. Yeah, in years. And you, as a man, you got to take full responsibility for that. Any backlash she gives you, any objections, you take full responsibility. And you say, honey, babe, I know why you feel this way. And I want to take responsibility. In all honesty, I want to take responsibility as to how you're feeling. Because I never wanted to get to this place. I married you because you're a phenomenal, beautiful human being inside and out. You're a phenomenal wife, a phenomenal mother to our kids. I am sorry for all the heartache that I've caused in the marriage, and I want to know more how you're feeling. So I understand why you feel this way, and I want to take a part in it as to why you feel that. You can do that. That is your wife. That is your partner for life. That will automatically change everything, and she will look at you so differently. She is going to look at you like the man she once admired. Deep down inside, women, we are wired to support our husbands, but the husband, the leader husband, has to unlock that within us. It is extremely hard doing it when we don't even feel your presence or feel appreciated. It's hard for us to support that, to support your mission and be led. We want to be led. I do believe that it'll get there. Again, I don't know the actual circumstances in your marriage, but I genuinely have a desire to help you if you want to be helped. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to completely be in front of someone that you barely know, but hopefully you trust just a little bit for us to have a marriage strategy call together, just to unravel what is going on, a very private session to help you. So if you're ready for that, as I am ready for that with you, book a free marriage strategy call down below. Again, the free framework is also in the video description or pinned comment if you want to rebuild back that respect, connection, and support in your marriage. And if you want to learn how highly successful men create marriages that fuel their success instead of draining it, watch this video next, because it breaks down the leadership shift that separates average husbands from elite leaders at home. Check that one out next, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.